Sky News contributor Kosha Garda joins us. She watches this like a hawk. What do you make of it? I mean, everybody says it was a shocker for Biden. How bad?
I think the words, my phone's been blowing up. Today, Steve, the words that have been associated with the Biden camp are things like cataclysmic, a calamity, an unmitigated disaster, and also medical terms like dementia, Alzheimer's, senescence, all of this stuff that people have seen and have known for a while. This just put it in a sharper spotlight, makes it just even more undeniable. And on the flip side for Trump, I think a lot of people said things like he didn't take the bait, that clip that you played right there. People's minds are made up. With respect to Trump, there are people who believe all of that stuff and do not like him, and there's other people who see it as rigged lawfare system, as he spoke to in the debate. None of those minds have been changed, but in general, people feel like he didn't take the bait. He came across as more statesman-like and more measured and controlled, and didn't veer off into some of the things that we typically have seen Trump do in the past. But the story tonight is certainly Biden, and what does this mean? Was it a setup for a public intervention that certain factions of the Democrat machine have been plotting along to change him out in the Chicago convention in August? Or was it just not such an orchestrated event, but just something that we have seen sort of a train wreck or an accident building in slow motion, and it sort of came to a head tonight?
Well, you make an excellent point, Kosha, because this is a debate the Democrats didn't have to have. It's the earliest one in political history in the US. They were the ones that set the format, the mics being muted, no audience, and they thought that might play into Biden's hands, not into Trump's hands. But you have to ask, who the hell in the Democrat Party thought that this was ever going to be a good idea when we've seen the cognitive decline of Joe Biden, particularly, I think, over the last 2 months or so. I mean, we all remember, don't we, those pictures? I think you and I showed them of Biden standing at the G7. There was some demonstration of parachutists, and he just wandered off into the distance, and the Italian Prime Minister had to go and get him. Why would they put him out there?
So true. Giorgia Meloni had to escort him back to attention over there. You saw former President Obama had to escort him off the stage at an LA fundraiser recently. And then Jill Biden, actually, after this event, went up on stage after the debate and had to escort him down the steps. You didn't see Melania Trump or anybody else have to do the same for Trump. So you're asking the pertinent question here, Steve, like why? Why now? We've seen this coming. We've known this. And there's two schools of thought. One thought is that the Bidens and his supporters within the U.S. government felt, you know what, let's just knock this on the head because rumors were swirling about his cognitive decline. Let's put our hands up and say we're going to do a debate really early. As you mentioned, it's never happened historically ever before this early in June. It's usually September, October. Let's do that so we can knock these rumors on the head and put them to bed. And there's another school of thought that says it really is a setup. And there are other factions in the Democrat Party who want to see him displaced and want to bring somebody else in. For whatever reason, he is not relinquishing power. He's not, voluntarily resigning or stepping aside. And so they've got to stage some kind of public intervention. And this was one step in that process. This is all speculation on my part. I don't know, but I find it very interesting that the media in the US, that the mainstream media that would normally run interference or cover for Biden is really not. And many would say they're kind of sticking the knife in him and turning it right now. I found that quite fascinating. And I wonder if that suggests the second school of thought is really what's at play here. And we're going to see a contested convention and some sort of machinations in August that are going to see him replaced with somebody else.
So much to play out. Kosha Garda, thank you very much for making sense of it for